HorizonXI is finally here, and we've been at this all day. I'm super exhausted, but I am here to, of course, get you guys a video that will hopefully be helpful, to hopefully help you make a whole bunch of money starting out in the game itself, and as well as if you are in Sandoria. Welcome back to your number one top 4 Final Fantasy XI, HorizonXI. And today we are going to be discussing exactly how to make some money if you are a brand new player, especially if you are in Sandoria. That will probably end up being a series to help you out over the next few days, depending on what zone or city you are living in. But today we're going to discuss how to make a crap ton of money fast in Sandoria. But before we hop in that with all of that jazz, make sure to thumbs up, subscribe, hit some bells, and let's get to this. So our very first repeatable quest here is, of course, a very simple task where you will find this NPC right here, and of course you can go ahead and get to him on the map or right down here by the shop on E8, I believe it E8, literally standing right here. And by talking to this NPC, you will discover that you need to go ahead and get them 3 rabbit hides. And the thing is about these are like super easy to get by, of course, farming some wild rabbits here. So these can be found pretty much all over the place. If you are a new character in Sandoria, right when you leave the city, you will find them scattered all around, and of course west of Wanfell. You will also find them down in East Wanfell as well, just way more commonly in west. And they will be scattered, of course, all across the area. Of course, if you are just starting out and you're lower level, might want to hang around like around the castle roughly to farm these. But you can, of course, find them pretty much all throughout the area as you go and farther out. Just know the farther out you go from the city, the more powerful the hell will get. But by, of course, taking part in defeating them, you will have a chance to get you a few items. So to start off, there is, of course, the item we are actually looking for with, of course, a rabbit hide. But you can also get your hands on some hell meat. But you can, of course, go ahead and get your hands on a whole bunch of it. Just know you are looking at probably about 2 to 3 rabbit per item here. If you go ahead and kill you a whole bunch of these, you can go ahead and hopefully get your hands on a whole bunch of these. Usually I would get about a 12 stack every like roughly probably 15 to 20 minutes, give or take, maybe faster depending on when you're playing it, and especially since obviously the craziness of day one is starting to calm down a bit. And also I'm filming the video at almost 2 a.m. so that probably helped in my favor. But once you go ahead and got your hands on 3 of these, or to you farm to your most happiness that you can find by farming, because lucky enough the quest is repeatable, so you can trade in as many of the hides as you want. So we're gonna go ahead and, of course, talk to him, or more so highlight him and go to trade. And he once again want 3 of these. But you might be wondering, hey, can I just like trade in, you know, multiple? Say, like, for example, right here I have 7, so let's say we try to trade him in 6 to see if he would take it, and of course he will not. So in return, you kind of stuck doing the whole 3 at a time. So if you have a crap ton of these, just expected to take a little bit, but once you trade into 3, he will, of course, thank you and reward you with 120 gil each. So my advice, get out there, kill some bunny, farm up a whole bunch of the materials, and then come here and just trade them in 3 by 3 and get your 128 pop here. And then our net repeatable quest here that will actually give you more money than the rabbit hell will, of course, be found in North Sandoria. And of course you can go ahead and find him right here on the map at F6. And by talking to this guy, he pretty much just want to ward off evil spirit, and in return he want 2 bat wings. So the thing is about the bat wing is, of course, you can farm them out in Wanfell, but there is an easier way to farm this, but it does require a little bit of traveling. So this might be another one of the quests is if you're going to be repeating for money, you might want to hang out for a while and farm up a whole bunch of the item, because we need to go ahead and head on out to the tombs. Just keep in mind, the tombs is a little bit higher level of an area. So unlike the rabbits, that is obviously more like level 1 to like level 5, 6. This one will require you to be closer to level 10, but this is still a good way to make money here. But if you have never been to the tombs, you can go ahead and find it down here in Eat Wanfell on the very bottom left side of the map. And you pretty much just follow the road and you will find the entrance. And of course, when you head on into that zone, there is going to be a couple things to keep in mind here with that plate. The plate have a lot of enemies that will, of course, aggro you. There is plenty of bats, which is the main thing we are here to, of course, try to hunt for. But there is also, as well, some NMs that is here. There is also, of course, some worms, some goblins, as well as some skeletons as well. And also, as you are progressing through this area, there will also, of course, be some underground levels as well that you can, of course, find your way through. That will give you any more bats. Because, of course, not only do we fight the normal bat that in a group, but you can also find the individual bat. But let's just say pretty much running around here and, of course, down into the catacombs, you will go ahead and find you a decent amount of bats hanging around. Just be careful, though, because another thing about the area is there is a part of the cave system that will have higher level enemy, more higher than what you probably are at that time. So if you are going to be doing the quest, make sure you are constantly checking every single enemy and making sure that you be careful about certain enemies that will cast aggro. But once you actually got your hands on the 2 bat wings from farming the bats, we need to go ahead and head back to Sandoria, so we can go ahead and turn the bat wings in. So let's go ahead, trade the 2 wings to him. And of course, what we do so here, we're gonna go ahead and not only get a thank you from him, but as well as 200 gil. So as you can see right here in the very first zone, anywhere from level 1 to roughly about 10, you can go ahead and get you a 320 gil repeatable forever. And as long as you want to grind, and as long as you are willing to, of course, come back and turn these in, you can get access to unlimited money inside of Final Fantasy XI, especially if you are a brand new player and you are low level and haven't been able to take advantage of some other means for money. I get technically gathering here. So hopefully you have found this helpful, and if so, make sure you do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the wonderful bells below. And of course, once again, I want to give a giant thank you to everybody that is supporting, of course, over on patreon.com/Maconn, over on twitch.tv/TroyMaconn, where I will be streaming Final Fantasy XI for a while, I should say, because I may or may not have an addiction problem to that game, as well as, of course, by hitting that wonderful join button here on YouTube and becoming a wonderful member. And I also want to give a giant thank you to, of course, 1K for signing up at the Luna tier over on Patreon. Thank you, my dudes. And with that, let me know in the comment below if there are any other helpful tips you guys want to see, or you might have to help with the gathering of guilds inside of a HorizonXI and Final Fantasy XI. And with that, that's going to go ahead and do it for me, and I will see you all in the comments.